Hi again.
Hi again.
Today, we're going to be talking about organic versus
synthetic.
He's always all jazzed up about this. You know what? I'm a little jazzed up about it too. Are you guys jazzed up about it?
I've been jazzed up. This is a big kind of thing, I think, for growers, and maybe if you're new to growing too, like it's definitely something to think about. Synthetic versus organic. How do you want to grow? And you know, what are the benefits and potential drawbacks to each? We've been growing, together collectively, we started organic, dry amendments, mixing in the soil, microbes, recharge, molasses, like all the good stuff for an organic grow. But recently, after the first year here of us growing, you can go watch the grow videos, check out all of our grows from when we started the channel, and how we've been growing in different methods. I recently switched over to try Floraflex with the cocoa mix, and it's very different than what I'm used to or what I've experienced so far with organics. And so far, I'm kind of a fan. I think I'm loving the synthetic.
I am not for or against either or. I really am loving the process of learning the plant with organic.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of the appeal when it does come to organic because everything's natural. Everything seems like, it's happening it's happening in a natural way. When you're growing organically, it just feels like you're doing it in lack of a better word, right?
Yeah.
But now starting to see the results that you're getting from some of the synthetics that you've been running, I see a major appeal with it. So how are you liking your synthetics?
The synthetics, if you guys didn't see the first video from the 4x4 Grow series, definitely go check it out. But so far, just extremely impressive results. Like I would compare it to growing organically and starting that way. Like there's really a lot to it. And takes a lot of understanding of the different kind of amendments and things that you're adding to your soil and how they break down, with the microbial life.
How they break down, when they break down.
And how long it takes to break down to like
what you need.
Yeah, and especially with speaking just on autos in the sense of growing them, because they are a race to the finish. Like when an auto starts growing, like it has its own timeline and it's gonna go. And you can't control that like you can with a photo. You can't veg it for longer. You can't fix deficiencies or nutrient issues like you can with a photo with an auto. So growing organically with autos, I feel like it's definitely
more difficult for sure.
It's a difficult, and I feel like it's not per se bad, but it's going to teach you, I think, to be a better grower is what I've noticed now that I'm doing Floraflex, because now that I've started the Floraflex series, and go watch the Grow series, guys, from day 1 to 54, just amazing results, amazing growth. And honestly, I can't take any credit for that because I'm literally just dumping powder into my water, mixing it and dumping it into the plant. Like it's really easy,
and it seems like it's really easy. And so for me, for somebody that does, have to, know what and when to give their plant at which times and why, it seems a little frustrating for me because it's like
I know it's totally a real thing, because it's like with the organics, it's much harder to learn. It's going to take you longer to master and be a better grower. Like it's really that deep understanding that you get from trial and error and growing that way.
Yeah, you're not going to get that from synthetics.
I feel like you don't get that with synthetics. And even if you got to be like an amazing grower with synthetics, how much of that is going to then translate if you just tried to switch and go completely organic? You'd probably struggle. Yeah. Because it's not like add more of part one or part two.
Whereas the other way around, you would probably succeed very well.
Yeah, I feel like it would be. I feel like it'd be more beneficial if you want to be a really good grower, and you want to stick organic. I feel like that's the way to go. It might just take you longer to perfect your method and how you grow to get amazing results. Because even with the organics and after a year, we're still learning, we're still struggling, we still see issues and things like that.
Oh yeah,
but compared to me now in my very first run of Floraflex, like 0 issues basically, and the plants are massive and performing amazing, and all I'm doing is watering. It kind of feels like cheating.
So and see,
but I like
that's
good
the
plants.
other side of the coin. people that really just want their medicine and don't want to have to learn the ins and outs of actually growing.
Yeah.
I can see this being like synthetics being something that could really work for them. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not for or against organics. Personally, I like to do the organics. I want to know learn the plants and I learn a lot from, each and every grow because I am growing organically.
Yeah.
Whereas like you just said with synthetics, I don't know if you'd get that learning process, but if you don't want it, you don't really have to have it.
If that's important to you. So you have to definitely think about if you're somebody new coming into it and you're looking at how you want to grow, obviously the biggest thing is organic versus synthetic. Do you not want to smoke synthetic because it is fed with synthetic
there's different
newts?
reasons for,
I've heard people say they have allergies to synthetic newts and this and that. And personally, I don't think I've ever noticed anything. Like I've had stuff grown hydroponically with all synthetic newts.
But we're gonna have some tries coming.
So to speak on that, we have tried, stuff synthetic. We have obviously the past year, everything we've grown has been organic. So we've been enjoying that. So we have a good understanding of how the plants, how do they smoke? How do they taste? How do the terps smell? Like we've done this for a year and organically, and we know how those go. So the exciting thing we have coming up, guys, with the Floraflex run in heaven and what she's doing in the 5x4 of organically, we're comparing the Mephistos grown double grape in organic versus synthetic.
Synthetic, yeah.
And so then at the end, this is gonna be a dedicated video, guys. So make sure you hit that bell, subscribe if you're interested.
They're the same genetics, same strain. Obviously, all from the same exact bag of seeds that we had.
Yep. And we noticed too, the Mephistos are really consistent between beans, so they're not like wild cards. So we thought
that these would be the greatest,
the perfect ones to test.
Organic versus synthetic. So that is definitely coming soon. We're actually in the middle of those grows right now.
Yeah.
So you guys will be able to see firsthand the actual looks of the plants and what the differences are.
And the comparisons between them over the whole grow. So from seed to harvest, we'll have comparisons of synthetic versus organic. We're also doing organic fabric pot versus organic air pot.
If you are following along on my 5x5 series, you can see like the struggles that I do, have with organics. And I have ran into, and I probably haven't ran into half what I could also run into with organics. But I love the process. Whereas synthetics, you haven't run into any issues.
The only issue I have right now is watering these things enough, because they're just chugging the water. The cocoa is a big switch for me. Maybe we'll do a video just talking about all the differences I found coming from organics and soil to like a cocoa more setup with the synthetic. But there's been definite changes and stuff. But the grow series comparing the two is really going to be fun, guys, because we'll be able to look at organic versus synthetic. How did the plants grow? How do they look at the end? How do the buds look compared to each other? How does the taste? Do we notice a difference in the smoke or the effects? Yeah, we will T-check them. So it's going to be really good, and it's going to be, a really interesting. We'll definitely circle back and make a follow-up video to this about our afterthoughts.
So this is really like the first and kind of a little side mini series of organic versus synthetic. So you guys keep following along, and you'll be able to see firsthand what we're seeing.
Yeah. And so, because so far I'm interested in the synthetics. I like the simplicity of the system and how they grow. And I know it's probably not going to make me a much better grower if I tried to go back to organics. I still kind of struggled with that. But I just wanted to try something new. Like I always kind of wanted to try something new, and I'm not opposed to synthetics, so that's why I want to give it a shot. But what do you guys think? Are you strictly organic? Does it not matter?
And why? Do you guys have specific reasons on why you like?
Yeah, let us know.
Either or synthetic or your organics, and also I want to know, your specific organic mixes. If you are doing organic, are you doing liquid or dry amendments? Because there's two different ways to do organic. So which I hope to dive into again in the future. We have done a little bit now with our photos in the past.
You just talked about in the last 5x5 series switching up your soil mix, maybe switching up nutrients, trying some different things, and sticking with organics. Like we'll probably be sticking with organics in the 5x5 for a while. We'll probably be running synthetics in the 4x4 for a while. So we'll definitely be continuing to check out both methods, how they grow, how the plants, what are the results, and giving our thoughts on that. So this is just kind of the intro to that for you guys. If you're thinking about synthetics or organics, you know, there are pros and cons to each. But really in the end, if you're just trying to get killer plants that smell good, you know.
I mean, FloraFlex is not a bad idea. If you're not, if you just
I've
want to
been
have a
impressed.
little closet grow and do one plant and have your, you know, make sure it's dank and you don't really want to have to worry about, you know, anything going wrong with your plant and just putting it on a schedule. I mean,
one thing I've liked is
the
simplicity. It's not a ton of stuff. I don't need molasses and CalMag and pH up and down and, you know, all these little things that you're adding.
Organics is messy.
You're adding in all these and you're buying all these different products. Like you add up all the costs of all those different stuffs you'll probably use in organics versus like just getting the FloraFlex system. It's like 2 parts of, you know, veg, 2 parts bloom.
Yeah.
And, you know, some bloom booster parts, 2 other parts. So
again, it's
really
kind
easy.
of frustrating that it's so easy, but at the same time, I can't hate on it. I really can't.
It's been an interesting experience so far. So definitely follow along, guys, the 4x4 series. If you're interested in checking out the synthetic grow and how's it's been going, if you're an organic grower and you're just curious, check it out. If you want more organics, check out the 5x5 grow series. We have a ton of videos in the Autoflowers grow playlist. So check it out, guys. But thanks so much for watching. You know, we're always trying new stuff and we want to share you guys with our experience, our thoughts on it. So this is going to be a fun one that we're just starting to dive into this year. So make sure to follow along, hit the bell.
Yeah, don't forget, we do our lives every other Sunday.
They're always a party with the fam, you guys. Make sure to check one out. They're super blast. We're usually doing giveaways.
Yeah, always got giveaways and fun stuff going on. Love to see it.
Yeah.
Love to see you guys grow.
Drop a follow on our Instagram. We're always posting fun behind the scenes pics, videos, and little stuff. Or you can join our channel members for exclusive videos, photos, and content. It helps support the videos that we make, guys.
And you get early access to
vids. We really appreciate it. Tons of Membies perks, and thank you, Membies, who do support. We really appreciate you guys. So.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
Hit it. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.
2. 1, 2, burp. Highigan.
That's not in there. Don't put that in there.
It's in there. At the end, where if you're here, then you're welcome. You got a blooper.